Hello, everybody. This is Money Mom. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I wanted to talk to you guys about where did all my money go? Let's get started and talk about it. There's no secret here. I have spoken to you guys about this before, that our family used to make a lot more money than we do now. And we used to have about $3,800 a month going out of the house each month. Now I got our budget down to where we can live off less than $2,500. That's with everything. That's all fabulous. But where did all our money go? To be totally frank with you, I couldn't even tell you. I can tell you at the time when I was making that, we did have a house payment and a car payment. And I thought it was normal for everybody to have a car payment and a house payment. But I have found out that many people have paid off their homes, and I know a lot of people that don't have car payments. That being said, it was kind of what I call a lifestyle creep and death by a thousand cuts. I didn't realize as my money was going up that I started spending more and more. And if you were to look at many folks that make a higher income, not in all cases, but many times they're spending more. You may have 2 car payments. You may have purchased a bigger house. You may have a lot more auto ships. You may be going out to eat more. Not in all cases though, because I do know some folks that make a healthier income and they do not spend it. They live off less than half. So that, like I mentioned, it's not in all cases, but it happened to me where the lifestyle creep just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And I just didn't even realize how much money I was bringing in. And if what I used to bring in would be what I'm bringing now, I can tell you I would be making a lot more different choices with that money than I did back then. That is for sure. Now, many times when you hear somebody's in debt, a lot of folks may assume that they're in debt because of poor choices they make. Now, I don't know. Each person is an individual and each person has a reason they're in debt. So I'm not making any judgments on anybody. Hey, sometimes life just happens when you're not making plans or when you are making plans, right? And I know a lot of folks that have medical debt, things that, they didn't ask for. They took care of themselves and sometimes things happen. So that being said, one of the things that I feel happens, or why I think some people are in debt, is because I think they just simply don't make enough money. And I'm going to give you an example. We'll say somebody's single, they make $30,000 a year, they can live off it and they can pay all of their bills, not a problem. But we're going to say they own a home and they all of a sudden in a month they have plumbing issues, car issues, emergency dental care. And they have to go in debt for all that because their savings could pay for, say, the car repairs, but because they don't make a lot of money, they can't save but a few $100s a month. And, after a while, they only save $200 a month. That's $2,400 a year. So if you had $8,000 worth of emergencies happen and you only have $2,400 in your savings, you either don't take care of an emergency or possibly it may be a situation where you're going to have to go back into debt. Maybe you do a 12 months no interest, or maybe you can make more money too. That's an option. But that being said, I was just thinking about what would I do if my income were to, double right now. If I were to start making twice what I make now. And because that is a possibility, because there are some projects that may be coming up where I may have an opportunity for this. Don't know yet. We'll see what happens. And I'll let you know if something like that comes up. But if that were the case, one of the things I'd want to do is I would invest more money. I am invested into the market. I don't talk about it really on the channel because I am not an expert and I'm not giving any kind of advice on that. That's number one. Number two, another thing that I would do is do a lot of stuff around the house. There's a lot of things that could be done. My husband and I do not, fix things ourselves. If it was something small, yes, but we're not going to put in our own flooring. We're not going to go put up the fence outside. So I would really get a lot of things done around here. And number three, I would probably invest in more dental work for the family because when you go to the dentist, there's always something. So those are like 3 things that I definitely would do if I had more money. I will tell you one thing I won't do. I'm going to, even if my income were to double, okay? And so I'm going to say we make maybe $35,000, $40,000 a year approximately. So let's say all of a sudden I made $80,000 a year. The one thing I'm not going to do is do a lifestyle creep. I'm going to keep our budget just where it is and make sure with any extra money that comes in, that I definitely use it wisely. I don't know about you guys. I would love to know, would any of you love to make double what you make now? Some people that's not important to. I definitely think making more money can give us more options, especially so we can handle anything that can come up. Because when we prepare for emergencies, emergencies happen to everyone. There could be something small or something big. What sometimes happens, though, is when all those things happen at the same time. And if you don't have the money to be able to handle it, or it wipes out your savings, that can be kind of rough. So I'd love to know what you guys think from this. Have you had times in your life where maybe your family made a healthier income or wage? Did you feel like you used it wisely? I really think that I was living above my means. Even though I didn't go into consumer debt, I was spending money that I didn't need to be spending, and I don't have anything to show for it. I'm just being honest with you. I've learned a lot along the way, and I still have more to learn. So I would love to hear what you guys think about this topic. I love you. I appreciate you. And like always, I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.